Alright guys, so I will be ranking these franchises from worst to best. Before I start, let me lay the ground rules. So I'm going to be ranking franchises I saw for the first time last year. There are 10 of them. The Lord of the Rings franchise, the Fast and Furious franchise, Planet of the Apes franchise, Transformers, Matrix, Hunger Games, X-Men, Mission Impossible, Terminator. Now, another rule for this to count as a franchise, in my opinion, in this video, it's my video. I'm gonna do whatever. I have to have watched at least 3 movies from these franchises to make it onto this list. So now that we got the technicalities out of the way, I hope you understand. Let's get into it. At number 10 is easily the Fast and Furious franchise. I don't know how this franchise has I do know, but it's still kind of crazy. Here's the best movie in the franchise, one of the only good ones. An 8 out of 10, 4-star, Fast 5. The worst one, quite easily, it's F9. I mean, I don't even care. It could be anyone, but F9 for me is just a different level of dog shit. Number 9 is the Matrix franchise without the first Matrix film. This is just without the first movie. I already saw that. The other 3 I hadn't, so I just saw them for the first time last year. So yeah, they're at 9th. The best one being Matrix Reloaded, which I gave a 4-star. Matrix Resurrections being the worst one, just bang average. At number 8, give me Transformers. A pretty solid franchise. I'd say so far it peaked at Transformers 1 that dropped last year. Live action wise, I'd say its best movie is Dark of the Moon. And the worst thing from here is Transformers The Last Night. 8 and 7 can be interchangeable in my opinion, but I'm just going to go with 7 with Terminator. Like 3 of the 5 Terminator films I've seen. Terminator 2 Judgment Day being one of the greatest films of all time. Terminator Genisys being, well, Terminator Genisys. At 6, give me the Hunger Games franchise. Of all 5 Hunger Games films, the only one I don't like is one I'm going to tell you later, but I like 4 out of the 5. I really think it's a good franchise. Right now, the Hunger Games franchise peaked in 2013 with Hunger Games Catching Fire. Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 was absolutely atrocious in my opinion. 5, give me the X-Men. Now, these are the movies I'm talking about. X-Men, X2, X-Men The Last Stand, X-Men First Class, X-Men Days of Future Past, and Logan. Also, X-Men Age of Apocalypse. All of those I saw for the first time last year. Best of which being one of the greatest comic book movies of all time, and Logan. The worst easily being X-Men The Last Stand. At 4 though, give me Rocky. So I'm only counting the 4 Rocky films I saw. I haven't seen Rocky 5 or Rocky Balboa. And I'm not counting the Creed movies because I already saw them before 2024. So just Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4. And I like all 4 movies. Best of which being Rocky 2 in my opinion. The worst, which I still like, being Rocky 3. To my number 3, give me the Planet of the Apes franchise. Now, I haven't seen any other movies in this franchise except the Modern Trilogy and Kingdom. So it's just those 4 movies. And I like all of them as well. Best of which being a sci-fi genius work of art in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Worst being Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes that just